joining us for NBA action on 2K Sports. This is Kevin Harlan. I'll be joined by Greg Anthony, Tim Legler, and we'll be hearing from our reporter, Allie LaForce, in the sidelines as well. And let's check out a breakdown looking at some of the stats for Deni Avdija.
And in the last 5 games, he's made a bunch of hustle plays on the glass more than anywhere else. His rebounding totals in these games shows a dramatic increase from his numbers during the rest of the season.
Let's take a look at our starters for Portland. Toumani Camara is out there at Grant. Then it's Sharp. Then there's Klingon. And it's Avdija in at the 2-guard spot. And for the Pelicans, they've got Fear. Saddiq Bey is out there with Trey Murphy. And it's Queen in at the 5 spot. And although it's still early in the season, Greg, what kinds of storylines have caught your attention so far?
How the All-Star voting is shaping up. All-Star appearances are mentioned on a player's resume, especially when they retire. So these guys want to be one as many times as possible.
And that's a block right there. He swats that ball away with some energy.
And right out of the gate, trying to set the tone defensively, you gotta love that energy.
Here's Fears. Pass to McGowan's. Three-pointer. It's hauled in by the Trailblazers. This game coming after a loss against the Pistons.
Poor execution in that one. Not sure what led to the lack of focus, but coaching staff definitely not happy.
Very few positives to take away from that game. I know it's one they're going to want to put behind them.
On the clock, here's Sharp. Good, and Grant gets the assist.
And I'll bet that's what they talked about before the game, getting the ball inside early.
And it's the Pelicans' ball. Pass to Bey. There's the pick. To the paint. Nice pass. Right under the rack perfectly for the layup.
I tell you what, it's almost like stealing to watch how he plays the game from this seat.
Here's Sharp. Avdija with a screen for Sharp. Pass to Grant. The 3. Cans it from downtown.
Yeah, Grant knocking that shot down, and you see why his coaches are encouraging him to take that.
And one of those high-variance teams, at times the Pelicans seem like a factor, but other times they falter. How do you evaluate them?
Yeah, they certainly have some top-tier talent at the top of the roster, but they've had a very difficult time staying healthy, and ultimately, that always interrupts your momentum.
It sure does. Here's Klingon. He puts up decent numbers on a nightly basis, averaging about 10 points a game. Grant surveying the D. Shoots from the line. With the clock winding down, and it's Klingon with the jam.
And this young man lives on the offensive glass. Tough to stop Klingon when he's that close.
Here's Fears. Defended by Sharp. Pass to Bey. The rebound by Sharp.
That's not the type of opportunity he fails to convert very often.
And he'll shoot free throws here. Clearly fouled on that shot that time. The whistle blowing. Tim, how do you look at Avdija's game?
Well, I just think he's a guy as a small forward with great size and great versatility. He does a little bit of everything on the court to help you win.
And the first one drops. And we were talking about, Tim, the front office, the Blazers very pleased with their internal development.
Well, the pieces fit. They're not just young players looking to score, but you have guys who are willing to defend and make hustle plays. That's how you build a winning culture.
Both free throws, good from Avdija.
He's as good as it gets at the line. Pretty much automatic.
Fears with it. He's been a factor in their offense on most nights with his scoring average at nearly 16 points a game. Out to the right wing. Cranes the three-pointer.
And he likes to get in a rhythm early. Nice triple.
And we're approaching about 3.5 minutes played in the first quarter. Grant outside. Pass to Klingon. And it's Klingon with the jam.
I tell you, not only does Klingon set sturdy screens, he knows how to make himself available for the pass.
Here's the screen. Here's Queen. Misses the three. Down low. Here's Grant. Backed in off the glass. Grant's got 5 now.
Yeah, he's mostly a 3-and-D guy, but Grant showing you he can also score in the paint.
Pass to Queen. To the middle. Bay against Grant. Here's Spears. Fires for 3. And that's out of bounds. New Orleans will retain possession. And a chance here to see our rookie watch. The biggest point-producing freshman over the last 10 games. Jeremiah Fears, third.
That's just an impressive scoring run. And guys, I don't think he's done. He's got a lot more where that came from.
Pass to McGowans. Bay against Grant. Just 5 on the clock. New Orleans needs to get off a shot.
Yeah, really like the defensive focus and intensity at the start.
The wing jumper off target. Now Sharp. Back to Grant. Inside. Trying to find Kamara. Gets it to him. Kicks it out to Grant. And he can't extend the lead to double digits. Pelicans trail by 8. To the inside. Queen.
And didn't do anything fancy there, but didn't need to.
Nope, his only concern right now is getting the points on the board. And I don't mean style points. Back to Avdia. Now Kamara. Still yet to score. Pass to Grant. It's over Bay. Again, the miss by Grant.
Well, he's certainly more than capable of hitting that shot, but somehow, even with no defense, he came away empty.
Now here's Bay. Here's McGowans. His last outing, 16 points for him. 56 seconds left in the first. Pass to Sharp. Back to Kamara. Now, here's Avdia. He's tightly guarded, and the shot goes in.
Really, the defense is helpless to stop a layup right there. Just too much of an advantage in terms of the mismatch. They need a bucket in a big way here to regain some confidence.
McGowans, the pass to Queen. Here's Spears. Defended by Sharp. Really left alone that time. 19 seconds left to play here in the first. And here's Sharp. This game he had 28 points. Klingon finds Kamara. Here's Grant. No good on the fadeaway. And we reach the end of the first quarter. Trailblazers lead by 5. And don't go away. We'll be back with the action for the start of the second quarter in just a moment. And if you're just joining us, we've played through one quarter in this one. And some stats here, guys. The scoring breakdown for the Trailblazers.
How about the ball movement so far? I mean, the unselfishness, everyone here just playing for one another, and that can be infectious.
And you can't overlook what they've done in the paint as well. a huge part of their success in this one.
Here are the five Portland has to start the second quarter. They've got Robert Williams, who's out there with Murray, and it's Yang in at the center position. Here's Hawkins. The Trailblazers pull it in. Here's Rupert. There's the steal. Alvarado with it. Some nice passing here by New Orleans. It's Hawkins on the wing. Back to Alvarado. Clock at 6. Pass to Nisi. A 3. Rupert grabs the board. Portland leading by 5. Now here's Love. He's defended by Alvarado. Here's Rupert for 3, and he's good on the 3 ball. Rupert's got himself on the board with 3 there.
Well, taking full advantage of a defensive weakness there, and it certainly helps if you get shots that your guys can knock down.
Here is Hawkins. He has yet to score. Right wing. Pass to Nisi. Fires the 3. And the Pelicans miss again. Portland's gone 1 of 2 on 3-pointers here in the second quarter so far. Jim, we know every team in the league needs shooting, and that's something that Jordan Hawkins can provide.
Well, he's got beautiful mechanics on his shot, Kevin, and a quick release. He still has room to grow, but shooters are going to find minutes. I love those kind of looks as a player. Plenty of space and peace of mind to launch. Rarely see him that open.
Here's Nisi. Currently averaging almost 6 points a game. Pass to Hawkins. Over to the wing. And it's good. With time running down on the shot clock.
That's just a smart play right there. The right pass to a ready shooter.
Let's go to the sideline and see what Allie LaForce has dug up for us. Allie, take it away.
Thanks, Kevin. The Portland Trailblazers, in year 3 of a rebuild, wins are hard to come by in the loaded West. But acquiring young, talented players like Denny Avdia is a nice start. He said, quote, "The team is young, we're real athletic, we all compete, everybody wants to work and wants to improve." Kevin, back to you.
Young and hungry. All right, Allie, thank you for the report. Well, let's take this chance now to bring up the rookies at the head of their class.
And if those numbers show us anything, it's how good he is at picking up on ball handlers' tendencies and knowing when to make his move.
And so here's Portland. Only giving up 2 points this quarter. Murray with the bounce pass. A moment now to look at the year-to-year scoring output and how it has been trending for Denny Avdia.
And I can't say I'm surprised. A star of his caliber figuring out ways to continue to increase his impact and output. Hard to even talk about a ceiling when you see the progression of his scoring these last few years.
And Tim, it came out this past summer that the Trailblazers were for sale.
And with the entirety of the proceeds of that sale going to charitable causes, and with franchise value skyrocketing league-wide, a lot of good is going to come from this transfer.
And he'll be shooting his first free throw of the game here.
And, you know, something I remember from their last game was how good he was at the line.
So, Greg, you played in the league over a decade. What's the toughest thing about being a pro basketball player?
Lots of things. To me, it's just keeping your spot. Every year, there's just so much talent coming in. So holding on to a place on the roster, and that can be as difficult as anything.
And it's the Trailblazers with the ball. The Pelicans make their last shot.
And a chance here to check out some stats for Avdia. The last 10 games, he has been on a heck of a run. And don't forget, top 20 in the league in rebounds per game. He's got a great nose for the ball.
And his floor awareness is undeniable. As you pointed out, top 10 in assists, and he's great at drawing the defense and making the perfect pass in stride. They throw good, Murray. He doesn't get the second one. Pelicans trail by 6. Inside, here's McGowan. Avdia with the rebound.
A slight advantage for them in the rebound department, but that oftentimes is all it takes.
Good ball movement here by the Trailblazers. Murray outside. Again, the miss by the Trailblazers. And it's in there. Klingen's got the lead up to 8 now for Portland.
Oh, good luck against Klingen in close. That's where he makes his money.
Here's Fear. Bring the pass to McGowan. Now Fears. 6 on the shot clock. There's the screen. No good on the 3. And so it's Avdia with it. He brings it up to Portland. And the dunk by Grant.
Jeremy Grant, look at those ups.
And so James Borrego decides to call timeout. Coach needs a moment to talk things over. Hayes checked in for the Pelicans. And the Trailblazers making a change here as well. Sharps checked in for Murray. Here's McGowan's. Looking at his point production, he averages almost 8 points a game. Pass to Queen. Five on the clock. Here's McGowan's. Here's Bay. Off target from outside.
The edge on the glass is the difference. It's allowed them to build this lead.
Avdia, a screen on Bay. Now Kamara. Avdia on the wing. He drains it as the shot clock ticks down. And now it's a 12-point Portland lead. The Pelicans have gone just 33% from the field in what's been a cold second quarter for them. Just 3 of 9. Here's McGowan. Pass to Bay. 6 to shoot. Here's Queen. And the Pelicans miss again. Now, here's Avdia. 6 points for him. Now, Sharp. And that one clearly a foul. Gets the whistle, and 2 shots coming up.
And how about that move by Sharp against the defense, getting them to put contact on him so he can draw the foul.
The Trailblazers shooting their 6th and 7th free throw attempts tonight.
And how about as a group, 80% on the season, one of their best attributes.
The free throw drops for Sharp.
Yeah, nice job of drawing the contact and creating opportunities at the line.
And Sharp drops them both. There's 57 seconds left here in the second. Here's Spears. Defended by Sharp. Pass to Spears. And again, no good by New Orleans. Portland leading by 14. And the wide open shot from Avdia sinks the triple. Avdia's got 5 points now this quarter.
And their balanced effort at both ends has hushed this crowd.
I think everybody in here is in shock. In many ways, their team just hasn't shown up.
Here's McGowan's to the paint. Here's Queen, and he goes strong with the one-handed jam.
Oh, up high and down hard with that one-hander.
He got a little extra forceful. You're right with that one. Now, Avdia, he's got 9. Shoots the 3, and he got that one up in time, but doesn't go in. And so it's Portland riding a 15-point lead at the end of the quarter. Defensively, they have gotten after it, contesting every shot going up. Well, we've got a moment now. Let's go courtside to Allie LaForce. Allie.
I'm here with Coach Borrego. Coach, in the first half, it seemed like the miscues fueled the other side offensively. What did you see?
Yeah, a couple runs there that, hurt us for them. We've got to keep them off the free throw line. The transition game, we've got to keep them out of our paint, rebound, and push it at them. We're turning the ball over a little too much on the offensive end.
Sounds like your players have their work cut out for them. Thanks, Coach.
Thank you, Allie, for that. And, folks, we'll be back with you after this short halftime break. So don't go away.
Get ready for the fan half-court shot. Nice try. It's all good. One more time. A round of applause.
Hello, folks. Is this the halftime show? Yes, it is. And kicking it off, let's quickly look at the Western Conference standings.
And taking a look at the Trailblazers, they've been stuck in the middle tier. Not good enough to challenge for a chip, but not bad enough to get a high draft pick. They're really going to need their young guys to take a step forward in their development.
Now we'll take a look back at our featured game. That was quite a performance for the Portland Trailblazers.
Rebounding, clearly an emphasis of theirs coming in. Everyone's bringing the energy and putting in that work.
Gotta appreciate the blue-collar approach.
Thanks for spending halftime with us. Time to get it back out to Kevin Harlan for the start of the third quarter.
Well, we've got a second half of basketball for you. We think it's going to be pretty good. A big comeback, though, is needed for this game to be competitive, and it probably has to happen quickly. You look at Jeremy Grant, what a contribution.
In those first 2 quarters, he was pretty much an automatic bucket getter if he got it down low on the block.
And you are going to see this defense now switch things up against him, but he has the skill set to counter that.
And here are the Trailblazers now. We've got Trey Murphy, also Sadiq Bey out there. And it's Queen in at the 5, patrolling the paint. So that's the group out there for New Orleans. Pelicans trailed by 15. Pass to Fear. And stolen by Sharp. And then Sharp with the dunk.
A few defenders can keep up with Sharp in the open floor. This guy is electric.
And here's Bey. Pick off in midair. Here's Kamare. Count that bucket. Kamare's got his first points in this one.
And this is why coaches talk about playing with pace. The scoreboard tells it all.
And the key is attacking before the defense gets set.
Here's Fears. Pass to McGowan's. 5 to shoot. Here's Fears. Over Sharp. Fears' shot is off. Here's Grant. He's defended by Bey. No good from Grant.
Right, it didn't go that time, but that's a shot he should feel confident in taking.
Third quarter of play with just over a minute and a half gone by. Pass to Queen. A three-pointer off the mark.
Well, I'm surprised he missed that one. He is a dangerous guy to leave open.
And here's Sharp. He's got 6. Down low. Here's Kamare. And slam dunk by Kamara.
That's a great look. His teammate was on the move, but he put it right where it needed to be.
Pass to Bey. To the middle. Grant with the ball. And it's Bey picking him up. Here's Kamare. No good. Shot missing. Pelicans trailed by 21. You know, Greg, being a two-way player got Jeremy Grant into the NBA. But now he's grown even more.
Yeah, early on in his career, he was often the primary defender on elite scorers. Then he added scoring to his game in Detroit, becoming an effective two-way player.
Whoops, there's the 24-second shot clock violation, so they'll turn it over. And let's quickly check out the best young defenders, how they've been playing in the low post lately. Your rookie block leaders for the past month. 5th on the list, Donovan Clingan.
He's been a factor on the inside, an impressive stretch for him defensively.
And so Chauncey Billups decides to call timeout. This now will give him a chance to discuss some potential changes. And it's the Trailblazers with the ball. They haven't given up any points here in the second half. Here's Kamare. Pelicans pull it in.
Wow, you got to commend the defensive effort right there. It really made a difference.
To end the drought, pass to McGowan's. They set the screen. Shot clock at 5. The high post shot, and the Pelicans miss again.
That's 3 straight misses to start the second half. Not what they wanted. Well, this team relies on his scoring, and no shocker, he's done his part.
Just over 3.5 minutes through the third quarter of play now. Here's McGowan's. He's covered by Grant. McGowan's the pass to Bay. Just 5 to shoot. Here's Queen. And the Pelicans miss again.
Well, this has been far from his best game, and if they're going to come back here, he's got to find a way to get going.
Right now, let's take a second to catch up with Ali LaForce on the sidelines.
Thank you. Denny Avdia, the son of a 6'8" Serbian sharpshooter who played for the Yugoslavian national team, then moved to Israel and met Denny's mom. Denny said he had the same mentality, fire in the eyes, every night playing to win. That's how I've always been. That passion is a part of my culture. Back to you.
Thanks a lot, Ali. Timeout called here. The Pelicans decide to talk it over. He's checked in for Trey Murphy. And the Trailblazers making a change here as well. Murray's checked in. Pass to McGowan's. To the paint. Clinging with the steal. And Grant with the clear path to the hoop. And that one, good. Grant's got 12. And guys, let's get your take on the hustle stats for Portland.
And they've shown great focus on the defensive end, putting constant pressure on the ball and really disruptive in terms of what they've done defensively.
Well, one thing that has stood out to me, and it's been a major difference maker, is they're playing with great pace, getting out on the break every chance they get.
Tim is one of the most accurate three-point shooters this league has ever seen. Give us your top shooters in the game today.
Yeah, it's funny because you always say, well, obviously Steph, so it's almost like any conversation puts him in a different category. I obviously agree with that. I look at a guy like Damian Lillard with that unlimited range and his ability to pull up from anywhere. Even a guy like Trae Young, I would put into that category because of the range, Kevin. It just extends defenses so far.
What a list. Pass to Klingon. Murray outside. Now, here's Sharp. And he can't answer back. The three-pointer offline. Inside, and stolen by Sharp. On the wing, Murray. There's 57 seconds left in the third quarter of the game. Comes up empty down low. And he drives in, and he makes the bucket, gets the whistle, and now a three-point play chance here for him.
And all of a sudden, things finally coming together for them. The deficit still large, but now not insurmountable.
And they seem to have found something out there. I like the confidence they're playing with.
One shot.
50 seconds left in the third quarter. Portland leading by 18. And it's Portland with the rebound. Avdia's got 4 rebounds now tonight. Pass to Rupert. Back to Avdia. Here's Rupert. He's defended by Alvarado.
I love the ball movement there. He put that on a silver platter. Just served him up.
Here is Hawkins. Still scoreless. One second left. And as we conclude the third quarter, pretty much a blowout. It's been a one-sided affair. It's the Trailblazers opening up a huge gap. It's the NBA on 2K Sports from New Orleans. And a quick look now at the State Farm assist of the game.
And he sliced the D wide open with this feed. They had no chance to prevent that basket.
Well, I like the fact he didn't telegraph it. That's poetry in motion right there.
And there may not be a lot of drama down the stretch as we head into the fourth quarter, but stranger things have happened. And on the floor for Portland here in the fourth, Murray out there with Avdia. And it's Rupert in at the 1. Here's the 3. It's hauled in by Sissoko. Trailblazers leading by 20. GA in recent seasons, we've seen the MVP debate get a little contentious.
I mean, every year there's about 3 or 4 guys who are deserving of the award. And the closer the race is, I think the more heated things tend to get. So especially since the criteria for the award is so subjective.
The shot by Hawkins, no good.
And I'm not sure that is a shot that he should be taking.
I totally agree. That is not what they were looking for offensively.
First team foul. Shooting for Portland, Sissoko. Taking 2 shots.
Shooting 2.
That free throw, no good. And he sinks the second. Fourth quarter just getting started. 1 minute in the books. Alvarado bounce pass. Pass to Misi. New Orleans moving the ball around. Now Alvarado. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Hawkins. And it's off from 3-point range. Trailblazers leading by 23. And here's Avdia. Off the mark with the outside fadeaway.
Very dangerous to leave a guy like that open. Lucky break there for the D.
Pass to Alvarado. And here's Looney. He's covered by Murray. Here's Misi. Out to the right wing. Tries again. Looney with the bucket.
And a better box out saves them 2 points there.
Nothing will drive your coach crazier than what you just saw. Lack of focus, lack of effort.
And so Chauncey Billups calls for the timeout. And that timeout by coach was carefully measured, wanting to make sure that everybody is on the same page here. Pelicans making a switch here. Queen's checked in. Clingan, he's checked in for the Trailblazers. And we're around 2 minutes into the fourth quarter here. Pass to Avdia. There's the pick. Officiating is always a hot topic among fans, Greg. That's never going to go away. And some people think the game is called too closely now.
Be careful, Kevin. We don't need any fines over here. Fans are bound to get frustrated with certain calls, but overall, I think our officials do a great job, and the game is about as fair as it can be.
Alvarado bounce pass. Pass to Hawkins. No good with the triple.
Well, he has yet to put points on the board, and his team is hurting because of it.
Here's Rupert. Launches it. It's hauled in by Queen. Queen's got his 5th rebound in this one. Here's Alvarado. A three-pointer, no good. Portland leading by 21. Outside, Avdia. Pass to Clingan. Down low. Here's Sissoko. That shot is off. Pelicans shooting a low 30% mark from the field. And we're about 3.5 minutes into the fourth quarter. To the right side. Now Hawkins. Here's Alvarado. And the Pelicans miss again.
And he didn't punish them for the weak coverage there, but they can't count on him to continue missing.
Pass to Rupert. Outside, Avdia. And Murray now top of the key. Trying to get something going. And the rebound goes to the Pelicans. Queen's got 6 rebounds now in the game. Offensive rebound. And good work on the boards. They pick up the second chance points.
And that solid play in the paint continues here, guys.
And so Chauncey Billups calls for the timeout. He's clearly intent on wanting to lock in and make sure everyone's on the same page. We've got a moment here. Let's present our player of the game, Denny Avdia.
And in terms of his shooting, this has been one of the more accurate performances you'll ever see. I mean, he's been in constant motion, creating a lot of good looks for himself. But still, even when you're wide open, you expect to miss some of the time. And that has not been the case here tonight. This guy has made everything.
And this is exactly what a star player is supposed to do. Coming off a loss, he made sure they weren't going to make it 2 in a row. New Orleans on D. They've played a great fourth quarter defensively, allowing only 3 points, trying to end the drought. Here's Grant. And Fears pulls it down. Pelicans trailed by 19. Pass to McGowans.
petty, not a Manny, but a facial.
Oh, bounce to the outs, Greg. Yeah, showing off the bunnies. Now, here's Sharp. Sharp sets the pick for Grant. It's deflected. Just 5 to shoot. Played in with a nice touch off the glass. And the Trailblazers lead by 19.
Give them credit. They've worked hard all game, now looking to finish it.
I think the key here is to be careful about playing it too safely. Just keep doing what you're doing.
Here's McGowan's. Pass to Fears. Big time move inside.
And guys, what we saw here tonight is one side having everything going for them. Huge margin of victory for Portland.
You know, it's tough to put your finger on the deciding factor in this one, but I'd say that the shooting accuracy made the difference.
Yeah, I think you're on point, Kevin. They got better looks, and that tends to lead to a better field goal percentage.
And an important milestone for them tonight as they pick up win number 10. And something we've come to almost expect is greatness from this guy. Such an overall great performance it was for Deni Avdija.
Well, what a highlight reel he put together, playing his game and contributing in a big way.
And the Pelicans with possession here. The Blazers getting the bucket. His three-pointers off the mark. Portland with the ball. They've given up just 8 points in the fourth quarter. To the inside. The shot and game clock separated by 4. Pass to McGowan's. Grant against Bay. Lets it go with a 3. And so Portland takes this one, but by a big margin. This crowd was stunned by the manner in which their team was dismantled.
You know what? Shocking. I don't care what the matchup is. You never expect a road team to come in and just cruise to the kind of win they did tonight.
And that's going to do it tonight, folks, for our broadcast. Alongside Tim Legler, Greg Anthony, and our reporter, Allie LaForce, this is Kevin Harlan saying thanks for watching, folks. And as we leave you, let's take a look at our player of the game, Deni Avdija.